Desensitization of media violence has become a major problem in today's society. Raise your hands if any of the following apply. Do you watch TV or movies multiple days of the week? Are there times that you have seen violence in the media? And do you know someone who has become desensitized to this violence? The media is used as a major form of entertainment for many, from TV shows to social media. And this has led to an ability to have mass communication. But this mass communication has been able to showcase violence that has started to desensitize youth. Media started as newspapers in the 1690s, and then it was movies, and then TV shows, and now websites and social platforms. And with that, there are many different genres of violence that are being shown, such as slapstick comedy or action and adventure. We currently do not have good regulations on what can be posted or shown, which is causing more and more violence. And now watch this video clip and see if there is a similar situation to your life.
Covenant Children's mental health counselor James Atkinson says kids today are exposed to more violence than ever before. In fact, about 56% of America's youth have their own social media account, with an average starting age of 12, according to a Common Sense Media Census report. Specifically, he says this is because of the video capabilities of social media and cyberbullying.
If we define violence as just acts against other humans, we've seen a lot more of that.
And the extent of this problem is constantly growing. The more violence that someone witnesses, the less logical decisions they will make. Maybe they will say something violent instead of saying something nice, or do something physical instead of keeping to themselves. It's also facilitating the normalization of violence, that they will not care as much if something happens. It is also bringing mental health problems into the youth, giving them anxiety or depression because of just how much violence they are witnessing. Watch this interview of students and see why recording violence might impact others.
Accidents, crimes, fights, all things we're exposed to in an instant through social media.
Everything's being recorded, like everybody wants to record everything.
Sometimes you do see some things that you don't really want to see.
I spoke to several students today, most saying they see some form of crime at least once a week.
It's been like all over my feed, like all over my Twitter.
I done been places where there was violence occurring and people took out their phones.
The exposure to this amount of violence is making violent thoughts become violent actions. More people are partaking in different types of violence, such as copycat violence or domestic abuse. It also makes antisocial tendency more apparent in some individuals. They might not be able to make friends as easily or get jobs, and they might, instead of calling 911 when something happens, just believe that it is normal and deal with the consequences. That also goes into downplaying violence. It will become more normalized the longer that people are exposed to it. Now read this quick PSA and really think about what you can do to keep yourself protected from media violence. The only real way to fix this problem in the long term is to have an entire reconstruction of media entertainment. For both movies and TV shows and social media websites, there needs to be higher restrictions, both on content and on age. There also needs to be a bigger movement to support mental health care and to be open to talking about problems and knowing that people aren't always okay. I do in fact believe that the media is showcasing more and more violence and that it is desensitizing the youth. I believe that violence is becoming more normal and that is a problem.